Welcome to our February bonus session. This was actually the first belt session, Flipgrid. At that time, I titled it something else. So this month, it's just video discussions and sharing your voice through Flipgrid. So basically, what is Flipgrid? It's the newest acquisition that Microsoft has. It's an app, very state of the art, very fun, and basically the theme is giving students a voice. Their main inspiration, their main agenda for creating Flipgrid is giving students a voice in sharing their knowledge, in collaborating, in creating knowledge, and basically creating a community of learners. Okay. So after this bell session, you should be able to create a grid. You should be able to, and all this lingo, it has its own lingo as well. So we'll go over that, what grid means and what is topic and what is the responses and all of that. You should be able to identify and implement some Flipgrid settings. You should be able to create topics and video responses, and you should be able to share the grid. So these are the objectives for today. Okay, so what is Flipgrid? It's a asynchronous platform, so it is not real time. Okay, not like MindOmo or Wakelet or those other tools that we have talked about in the past. This is not really real time. Um, so this is where educators can have like an online video conversation with their students or with other educators around the globe. So there is no limit uh, to who you can talk to using this. It can be used to give feedback to the students, similar to what you would do in a discussion forum, where the discussion forum is the written word, so that's all text based. But this is the video version of the same thing. So the same concept where students would post their reflections or discussions, and you can give feedback to them using a video as well. And students can collaborate, so they can give feedback and comment on each other's viewpoints or comment on each other's discussion posts as well. As I said, it extends student voice beyond the classroom, and it helps build a community of learners. So basically, they say the Flipgrid creators, they say that it's not replacing what you're doing in the classroom, but it's just creating a more social learning kind of an environment, and really works well if you want to introduce a topic or you want to summarize a topic, and and use it as like a brainstorming tool to spark new ideas or new concepts and share those. So what they say is that think of the grid as a classroom, and you can add topics, you can add questions, and you can have peer-to-peer discussion amongst your students. The good part about Flipgrid is that it is very open to taking in various other documents. Like most of these Web 2.0 and these active learning tools, that's what they have. So you can link it to a YouTube video. You can upload a Google Doc or a Google presentation, or through your OneDrive, you can share that link, to a presentation. So it's very it talks to a lot of different other platforms and other tools as well. So that is a good part. It's very open to that. There's a little slideshow over here. I'll share this entire presentation this way with you once we're done with it. So it talks about amplifying student voice and why it's important and all of those things. Some applications of Flipgrid, basically, to introduce, just like you have the first post in a discussion forum is introductions, talk about yourself. This is a more visual way, where you can, especially this works really well if the course is completely online and you're never really going to meet your students. So this is a great way to have that, kind of feel where you are able to see the student, or the student can see you, and you can post these short video introductions for each other. it's great to introduce a topic just to gauge how much the students know about it, or if they have any idea about what the topic is. So it's a great way to just have them, give like what is the first thing that comes to your mind, or have them do like a brain dump on that topic. Um, and also like a post assessment kind of a thing where you can evaluate the understanding. So you can have students after every unit, you can have a video discussion post on having them summarize that topic, or have them summarize a reading article or a set of videos that you had them watch. So it's you can, the what's the limit on what you want them to do over here. It's also great for like a debate, or to talk about conflicting viewpoints. If you give them a certain topic, and you want them to present two sides of the coin, then this is another way where you can spark a whole debate using the video discussion. Again, reflect and response, post as a post assessment, and after you teach them the topic. It's also it's collaborative, so you can again, it works through a code or a link, or through the cougarnet email. So you can have multiple students on a topic, and they can work together and just present a whole grid of that is related to a certain unit or a certain concept. So it helps enhance that collaborative group work as well. It is, as I said, an alternative to threaded discussions, where you would have threads of 10, and you're reading through all of those posts and the post comments and everything. This is just a more visual way, and also it gives that personal feeling where you're seeing the student talk rather than just read through what they have written. It's great for research summaries, and I particularly like this because some of us, we just like we would have a concept map of our research ideas. With some students, some learners, they prefer to talk about it, and it could be just a random, brain dump of ideas, that this is what I want to do, this is what I want to focus on, this is the literature I'm looking at. So something like that, and particularly works as an asynchronous office hour. If you don't have the ability to Skype or something, and you want the student to leave a video message for you, then you can use Flipgrid for them to do that, and then you can just give them feedback that, hey, I liked your ideas, and this is what I think about it. Okay, so, and same thing for feedback. um yeah, that's pretty much, yeah. uh, so Flipgrid lingo, okay, so it has these cool terms that it uses, which is unlike all the other tools. So the first thing that it talks about is a grid. Everything is in the form of a grid, so basically a grid is a big house which holds all these topics and all these various videos and various links in it. So grid can be, basically it can be a class grid. It could be a unit grid, like module 1, module 2. It could be just groups of students. You could have groups of 5 students and ask them to just give their grid a team name. It could be research groups, faculty groups, or any collection, of users. It could be just topic based, so just an answer to a certain question that you have posed for them. So there's no limit to how many grids you can make. There's no limit to how many topics a grid can hold. Okay, and this is unlimited. The best thing is it's free. There's no cost attached at all with an educator login. You can have as many grids, as many topics, as many videos as you want. There's no limit. Okay, their next lingo is topics. So under each grid, there is a topic. So suppose it's a course. Suppose it's my course where I'm talking about introduction to Blackboard. My first topic would be, what is Blackboard? My second topic would, and that would have hold like multiple videos where everybody's talking about what is Blackboard and how do you use it. Then my second topic would be like, how do you set up like grade center? So, and that would have multiple topics like, what is grade center? What are the tools associated with grade center? How do you organize it? What is weighted columns? And so on and so forth. Okay. So basically topics there, their sparks to start a discussion. So basically question prompts or, question sparks. And students use video to respond to that topic. Okay. Then the next is the responses, as you see over here. So every student would record and upload their videos and add it to the topic. Okay. Then the next the lingo is Spark. So Spark is basically okay, wait, let me go back. Spark is basically if there is any response that you particularly feel that, oh, okay, this student has really uh, posted made a really good point about about a concept and you would like to share that, then what you can do is you can use that response and I'll show you what it looks like and just spark it. So what it will do that it will create a whole new topic, and that topic, the heading would be that student's response. And then you can have all the rest of your students respond to, say, Cynthia's video and have them talk about what she's, discussing, something like that. So that's what it creates, a spark creates a new topic. Okay, so getting started, basically, as I said, it's free. If you go to flipgrid.com or you go to Office 365 and look for Flipgrid in the search tab in the apps. Okay, and you use the second login, which is login with Microsoft, using your CougarNet credentials, basically, and CougarNet password. Okay. And this is a little sort of an infographic for what students need to do when they want to, respond to a Flipgrid. And there's a little video in this presentation. So once I share, you'll be able to see it. Okay, so let's go into Flipgrid. Let's see what it looks like and all the little features that it has. So flipgrid.com. I hope I'm not logged in. Okay, no. So the one we are looking at is the educator login. Okay, so don't worry about signing up and all of that. Just click on the educator login. Let me log out. Okay, so once you click on the educator login, you'll be brought to this little screen, and there are two parts to it. So educators, and then for your students, this is the one that they would use. Okay, so I'm not going to talk about this one right now, because let me first show you the educator end of it. Okay, so click login with Microsoft, and that will take you to the login Microsoft screen like it normally does. If you're signed in, it's easy. You just click on the cougarnet.uh, add your password, and it will take you to the main landing screen for Flipgrid. I already have a few grids here. So if you look on the top, you have various menu items. There is activity, and that will show you what you have been doing and what grids you've been seeing and all of those, how many grids you have, how many topics you have created, and videos and all of that. Then you have my grids. This is your landing screen, and that will give you a list of all your grids. You have mixtapes. So mixtapes is whatever videos you upload or people upload into your grid, you have access to all those videos, and you can create a whole mixtape of different videos. Okay, so you can have a mixtape of whole the best responses to the course. Okay, so if you have a grid for every module in your course, and you pick like the top 2 responses for each topic, you can make a whole grid over here of mixtape that, okay, the top for my course, nurse 10000, these are the top responses for my course. Then you have disco library. It's nothing to do with disco. Okay, no dance here. It's a short for discovery library. Okay, here you can look at other people's Flipgrids, and you can copy them and customize them or take ideas from them. Okay, so there is a variety which you can search from audience. Variety of audience. We would be looking at higher ed. We would be looking at professional, and you have topic based, and that is a bunch of different topics. It is geared towards K through 12, as you can see, but you can always pull in some of these things. Then you have topic goals, so like introductions or prior knowledge, process, all of those things. And even if it's K through 12 driven, you can always grab that idea, just copy that topic and just sort of customize it to suit your own concepts and your own topics. Okay. So that's the discovery library. And then you have the hashtag grid paths, where if you activate, then you can see educators, all around, and they can contact you, and you can have this whole global conversation with other people, like over here. Okay, let's go to my grids. Let's start by trying to create one. All right. So to start a new grid, you see this little blue button with the plus, which says new grid. Click on that, and this is your grid launchpad. Okay, so this is there are two parts to creating a grid and creating a topic, which are really important. So just pay attention to this part. So you have to select what kind of grid community you want. Okay, technically this is the one we would be using, school email login. Okay, school email domain. So everybody would be logging in using their CougarNet or uhi.edu or central.uh.edu. Okay. The student ID is where you can create a whole list of students with a custom ID. Very similar to how it is in ExamSoft, the way it looks, where you have the names of the students and then you have their little ID. They have a template, which is an Excel sheet template, and you can just feed in your student names and their IDs in that and just push that Excel sheet into Flipgrid, okay, and then it would populate. And then you have the professional learning communities or public grid. So this is to keep your grid open and public, so that anyone can see it, anyone can share it and copy it. So this is the public part of it. Okay, let me start with the first one. So school email domain. Okay, and I'm going to give it a name. So let me call it February Flipgrid. Okay, then you create a flip code. As I said, that every time you want to share your Flipgrid and you want people to respond to it, it is all through this little code. Okay, and that is something that you can customize as well. So you don't have to have it like this weird one. You can call it I'll call it the Feb grid. Okay, 2019. Okay, and then you can pick like a image. You can have our logo, or you can just pick a fun image as your top screen, as your cover page, and then you click next. Once you click next, it will ask you your school email domain. All right, so as it says, you can add multiple, and it is everything that comes after the @ symbol in your email. So the one we have is cougarnet.uh.edu. Okay, once you click that, press enter. You can also add some more to be on the safe side, say UH, and then you have central.uh.edu. Okay, those are the three that you would need to put. But it will understand and it will take in using CougarNet UH because it's connected to Microsoft 365. Okay, once you're done putting in the domain name, say launch my grid. Okay, your grid is ready, and if you want to customize it further, you can do so. Otherwise, if you want to view the grid as a student, I'll just open it in a new tab, and that's what it looks like on the student end. Okay, and what a student would do is they would log in with Microsoft. Okay, any questions so far? Okay, I'll take that as a no. Share grid, and it will give you a QR code. It will give you a link. All right, it will give you an embed code to put directly into your Blackboard course. It will say share with class and adding co-pilots. Okay, I don't know what the share. Yeah, the share with class is just the link, and the adding co-pilots is if you have, say, it's Dr. McWilliams has created this grid, and she wants to add me and Dr. Brohard and Professor Lightfoot to it. So what she would do is she would click add co-pilots and put in all of their emails right here and invite. Okay, so all of us would get an invite to this Flipgrid to be a co-pilot, so that we get admin status, we can look at the responses, we can respond to the responses, and so on and so forth. Okay, so multiple people can be the admins on a grid. Okay, once you think everything is good, just say all set, and that will create your little grid right here. Okay, and you can always add co-pilots later on, and you always have that flip code is always there, and for you to look at what it looks like as a student. Okay, by default there will be two topics that will be already populated in your grid. First will be ideas, and second will be introductions. It does that by default. So the ideas is usually inactive unless you want to activate it and you want just students to just talk. It could be, it's open to just random ideas that students want to post. Okay, I always keep it inactive because then I don't want it to interfere with my topics that is where the main chunk, where the main discussion is going to happen. Okay, so introductions, that's your default. You can always edit it. So if you go down this entire bar, you'll see a little pencil, say edit topic, and that will open up. Okay, you can change the topic title, and you can give them a little tip, share your name, background, or whatever, something like that, or just it could be anything, that any kind of tip that you want them to have. You can also schedule it. Okay, very similar to discussion forum. Basically, it's discussion forum in a video format. So it won't show up till a certain date. So you can always schedule that whenever you want this topic to be displayed. Okay. This is the main part. Now, video response time. When Flipgrid had just started, the free version where you just sign up, you were allowed to have only 30 seconds of video. Once Microsoft took over and now we have the educator login, you can have as much as 5 minutes, but no more than that. Okay, and the 5 minutes is more than enough in a video discussion. Otherwise, it gets boring and lengthy, and this is the amount of attention one can give to one video if you have to look at 10. So you can pick how many. It really depends. If you want introduction, if you just want them to speak for 2 minutes, you can pick that. Okay, versus if there is a topic discussion, like a concept discussion, and you want them to really go in detail, then you can give them 5 minutes for it. All right. Also, if you want to do some kind of a poll, like, okay, does everybody want to do a Zoom class this week? And you just want them to say, yes, I would love that. Oh, something like that. Then you give them less time. So really depends on what you want. Then you have a little description, or this could also be a question prompt. And yeah, you can, just give them, welcome to my class, introduce yourself in, say, 2 minutes. You can customize this or less, and share something that makes you smile. And you can always change this part. Okay, you have a limit of 500 characters, so make sure that you keep it nice and concise. This has the typical WYSIWYG where you can bold things, you can make it italic, you can underline, you can share a link or a URL that you want to insert. Works beautifully if you want them to respond to the syllabus. That, do you have any questions about the syllabus? And then you link your syllabus here, link it to the OneDrive, or if you have it online. So that's a really great way to get their response and create a link here. Okay, the next section is topic privacy. Here, what video moderation means that if whenever someone posts a Flipgrid video, you'll get an email which says that, say, Anita has posted a video, or uh, Marcella has posted a video. Do you want it to be shown? So the video will not show up on the topic till you approve it. Okay, so it's really great, because then you can monitor if it's not something, if someone has just done a prank or something bad, or someone has used bad language, then you can just hold off that video, talk to that person that, hey, it wasn't really appropriate, so why don't you redo it, and then I will approve your video. So really good to monitor, the whether how appropriate the video is, and if you want to use it in that topic. So you can toggle this on and off. Right now it's off by default, but if you keep it on, then every time someone posts a video, you'll get an email and you'll have to approve it. Okay. Grid community type, you already have the school email domain. Topic status. Okay. Right now, this is an active topic. You can have a frozen, so very similar to where you have the display date and display end date in your discussion forums, where you can freeze that topic to a certain date. So suppose my topic starts now today, and I'm going to freeze it on March 19th. So what it will do is that it will still show up, but nobody will be able to post more videos to it. So basically, the discussion forum shows up similar in Blackboard. It will be there. People can read it, but not post in it anymore. Okay. And then the last one is inactive, where you won't be able, where it just disappears and students won't be able to see it anymore. Okay, so it inactivates that discussion post. Okay, so let's keep that active, and even in the active state, you can give a certain date there. Okay, so that's a scheduled one. Then you have topic resource. So this is basically, it's just like a image or a emoji. It could be a video. So if you want to share your lesson video, your lecture, you can sort of paste your YouTube link right here. So let me delete that. Yeah, once I deleted that, so you have a bunch of options. You can either record, so you can record an introduction of yourself. You can upload a video that you already have. You can add a video. So this is using a YouTube or Vimeo link. You can upload an image. You can add that's what they had right now. It was a funny GIF. Okay. And you can add an emoji, like something fun. All right. Let me just add a fun video. Let me see if I have that link here. Let me grab our nursing video. Actually, let's get the Katie one. That's a good one. Share. Let me get that link. That's a Katie, and copy that link. And I'm going to drop it right here. Okay. And you can add it. So that is, I'll show you what it looks like, once, it's in the student mode. Okay. Then you have topic attachments. These are basically links. So this could be link to a handout, link to an article. So it works with OneNote, it works with Google Docs, Dropbox, YouTube, OneDrive, whatever is SharePoint. So whatever is linkable, you can have multiple links. There is no limit to how many you put, and you can have all of those right here. Okay, and you can give each of them a title. And then you have video features. So these are default, and I would recommend not messing around with them. So what video features means is whenever someone records a video to post it, these are the options they have. So they can have reactions. You can have like certain cute emojis. It will display the number of views. it will display the video title, and it allows student to student responses, and then the students can also attach a link. Okay, and that is like a public link in the sense that it's public within that topic domain. Okay, and last is feedback. So here you can just give them basic feedback, basically just respond to their video through a video or a comment or like an emoji, or you can customize it. So if you click on the custom, you can create a whole rubric right here. Okay, and you add a criteria, and you can have that entire thing. So title, test criteria, minimum score is 0, maximum score is 10, and create, and you can have like a little, small rubric over here. And let me just remove that. And once all of that is done, you just click update. Any questions on the topic features?
Okay.
It looks really good, Anita. I'm thinking about how to use this versus a discussion board, which is so plain vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe we can try that with the online programs that will start this.
I'll show you. I'll show you how it talks to Blackboard and how you can sort of, embed it in there.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, Dr. McWilliams.
Okay, I'm sorry. I have a question about, you said you can pull a document forward.
Yes.
It didn't have Word documents though, right?
No. It has to be a certain link. So let me go to my.
So like I have documents in a Dropbox.
Yes.
Is that the link you're talking about?
Yes. So I have my OneDrive open. So let me see.
Okay.
Let me see. I have.
So when in OneDrive then would work as a link.
Yeah, OneDrive would work. Let's see if I have any document that I can pull in from here. Collaborate. Yeah. Okay. So this is one handout that I have. So if I want to share this,
Okay.
I just click on those dots. Let me click share, and it's going to give me a link. So copy link, and let me go back to my Flipgrid, and I'm going to paste that link here. It is Blackboard handout, and then I can add another attachment. So I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, once I click update. Okay. So yeah, everything has to be a link. Now, if you want Dropbox, let me see my Dropbox. Let's see.
So what about a link to like, well, I guess videos. We already talked about that. So
yeah, video is anything.
Different. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let me see if I have like an let me link it to my AERA. So share, copy Dropbox link, and let me put that in here and paste it, and that's my AERA.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, it talks to anything, any online, like OneDrive, Dropbox, Google Docs, wherever you would store documents. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. So once all of that is done, you just click update topic, and this is what it will look like. So on the side, you will have the video. So this could be your lesson video. It could be anything. It plays right in there. If they want to see it bigger, then they just click YouTube and it will show up elsewhere. Okay. And then over here, you'll see the two documents that we attached. So if I click on the handout, it will open up in a new window, and that's what it will look like. Okay. And oh gosh, yeah, there. And for Dropbox, same thing. If I open up, it will just pull in that paper right there. Okay. So you can have as many, you can have multiple, and these could be even other links, video links, or some podcast link, could be article link, a website link, to a certain tool that you want to use. So unlimited over there. Okay, so this is what it looks like. Now, if I want to see the student end of it, this is the flip code. Okay, it in this chat. So I'm putting this code in the chat window and just click on it. So it does allow student access to me. So when I clicked view as students, it let me log in using my Microsoft, my 365, and it opens up this screen. So this is my student screen. Okay, my video is much bigger. It also has the link to the video. So if I want to see it in a full screen mode, I can do that. It has link to the handouts that I've attached. And then at the bottom is where I have a little big green button, not little, where I can add my responses. Okay, so I'm going to use it. So Flipgrid also has its own app, and which can be on a phone, which can be on iPad, on Android, wherever, and that is much more convenient to use. But today I'm going to use since I'm on the desktop, I'm going to use that. So click on the plus button. It will ask you what camera you're sharing and what microphone you're using. So these two are correct. It's both my Logitechs. I'm going to say allow. Yeah. Okay. So now I can record something. Okay, and I can add let me see what my options are. Camera size, audio on. I can import a video, and let's see. Okay, I'm going to start recording. I'm going to click this little red button, and gives me time. Hi, I'm testing out Flipgrid response. My name is Anita Vyas. I'm the instructional designer at the College of Nursing, and we are having a bonus belt session for February. And this looks like a fun tool. It has a lot. It's very packed, a lot of things packed into one. And that's it. That's all I want to say. Over and out. Okay, bye. And I'm going to say pause. Let me say next. Oh, yeah. Okay, so it will show you the video. So once I click next, it shows me the video, and I think I can trim it if I don't like the beginning. So let me just cut the little bit in the beginning. Let me see what else I can do. Okay, let's give it a title. Anita's response. I'm going to see if I can add a sticky. So it puts a sticky note. I know there is a lot of fun stuff that you can do over here. And let me see what I can attach. Maybe a link. Let me attach our nursing website link. And there. And what else is there? There's a topic card. Okay, so when you're recording the video, you can also you can also click on the side and see the topic card, just in case there's like a list of things that you need to do or you need to talk about. Then you can open it on the side and just read it and cover all those points. So that's a good part. It's almost like your present mode kind of thing. Okay, everything looks okay. I'm going to say next. And it's going to ask me to take a selfie. So okay, well, so basically selfie that's how you recognize whose response it is. So every time you see the response, you will see the picture image of that person. Okay, let's see. Take a selfie. Okay, and you can add some crazy stuff to it, I think. So I'm going to add some fun goggles. So it's really cool. I mean, like, for introductions and all those kind of things, there's like some cool stuff with it. And let's see if we have a nursing icon. student voice, and you can move everything around. You can put it back here, and you can have emojis, things like that. And once you feel okay, this is cool, just say submit. Okay, and it will give you congratulations message, say complete, and there, that's the response. Okay, so that's what it will look like, and you can have as many responses as you want. Okay, now I'm the educator, so I'm the faculty. I saw, okay, Anita has responded to my topic of introducing yourself, so let me go there. Okay. Okay, once I see the message, I can respond to it. So I can say, okay, I like this video, not bad. And I can attach, I can see the attachment that she has posted. And the best part is I'm going to reply to it. So basically, as a faculty, you can reply with a video message as well. And it will ask you, okay, want to respond to a video. And let's try it again. Responding to Anita's message, okay, and then click next, snap. If I don't want to snap a selfie, I can import an image. Okay, so let me just import an image from here. Let's get there and click next and submit. Congratulations. There, and in that view, you will be able to see the students video, and then there will be a little circle which says, which means that this person has commented, and you can have like as many let's see what's happening here. You can have multiple screens over, like multiple little circles there, depending on how many people have responded. Okay, let me see if I'm getting a lot of emails with responses. Okay. Yeah, so I refresh this. I can see that Anita V has responded. So this is where you will see the list of videos. So, and then you will see the list of comments and all of these. Okay, so you can have the whole list of your student responses right here. Now, suppose I really like a student's response that, okay, this one really spoke some really cool stuff, and I would like to share this as a new topic. So when you go into actions, and as you can see that everything is shareable, you can share the response. It's like super duper interactive. You can share all of these things. So click on actions. You can edit the response. You can add it to mixtapes. Like I said, if you want to create a whole grid of mixtapes. And this is the one that I particularly, you can download the video as well. Okay. You can duplicate it. You can move it to another topic. You can download the selfie. But my favorite one is the Spark response. Okay, so if I click on that, what it does, that it will create a whole new topic just with that video. Okay, so topic details would be Spark Anita V's response, and your video time can be this. View Anita's response and share your ideas, and the same settings that would, go through. You can have attachments, exactly the same settings, and that creates a whole new topic by itself. So if I go back to my grid, now I have two topics. Now I have the one which is the original one, the introduce yourself, and I have the one that are sparked. Any questions so far? I know it's a lot.
I'm wondering, so if we had groups of students, so they could sit in a group and talk and then upload their recording?
Yes. So now if I want to group these students, so let me go here. Okay, so let me create another topic. Group 1. topic. I'll moderate it. Let's add a Jiffy. Okay. Have it there and have your attachments, so for like group one, this is what you need to focus on, or if it's the same set of requirements for each group, then you can attach that here. You say create topic. Okay, and then all you do is share this direct link with that group, so one, say, group of 5 students, they share the same link. Okay, and every time they want to add to it, this is the link that they need to go to and add their topics. Okay, got it, and that's it. And then this is what it looks like. Is that making sense? Does that answer your question, Dr. McWilliams?
Yes, I think so. So long as we just, so there's different codes for each of the groups.
Yes.
Okay.
Different codes for each of
and that code stays the same. If so, like say Dr. Brohard and I were working on a research thing. Students could, groups of 3 could post like, or share their, let me see, like their grid on their lit reviews. So they could share that on their on the Flipgrid.
And you can have multiple grids. So right now I'm just throwing in all these topics under one grid. So you can always create like your own grid, So like I have one over here, belt practice. So let me just edit that. Practice grid, and so this one is the student ID. So I will show you what it means. So you can have a whole grid of just say research review, okay, and you can give it a unique code, lit review, and here instead of school domain, I needed to show you this anyway. So if you select the community type as the student ID, you can add or you can upload a Excel sheet using this template. Okay, so their template looks like it's a zip file. Okay, or you can just add names. And what you would need to do is you would need to give them, ideally it's best to just use CougarNet, the same ID, and you just tell them, I'll show you what it looks like.
So this would be one group of students. So if we had 3 students or 6 students in a group, we would add all of their emails in here, and then they would be.
Yeah, this is not even email. There's no need. In this one, they don't even need to add an email. All they need is this identifier.
Okay.
Okay, so let me add you, and I'll add all of you.
Do we, Anita, have access to those student identifiers?
No, you can if you know their because in your courses you'll be able to see what their CougarNet IDs are. So you just use that.
Use that. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So suppose I've added all of you using these identifiers, and just the features remain the same. Notify me whenever new videos. Allow students to download. You can have captions. Allow students to receive email, whenever new topics are created. So toggle that because you want them to know that someone has posted something. The cover image, say update grid. Please. Oh, okay. Okay. Now, if I want to share this with you, so share grid, I'll copy it. Let me push it right here. I'm putting this in the chat window. Okay. And let's see what the student looks like. So So this is what the student will receive. You know, when they click on that link, this is the screen you'll see. It will say enter ID or scan QR code. Okay, there's also QR code associated with it. So my ID is Avias, and I say remember me, let's go, and I'll be able to see that entire grid. Okay, right now we didn't put any topics in there, but this is what it will look like. So just click on that link and let me show you what your identifiers are. Just use your CougarNet IDs. Are you able to see it?
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Cool, right?
Yes.
Yeah, if I add a topic and there. So you'll see that topic right here, and then multiple. You could have like group 1, group 2, group 3, group 4. Good way is if you don't want your groups, multiple groups to see each other, you just share this one. Like I think they will only be, because I'm the admin, I'm able to see all the groups right now, but the students won't be able to. They'll only see the one with which code you share with them. Okay, so if you share this code with them, then they'll only see this one. I would hope so. Making sense?
It's going to take practice.
Yeah,
yes, it will. It will. It's very comprehensive, and it's just growing in leaps and bounds, basically. Okay, one last thing is how do you throw all of this into Blackboard? Okay, I'm going to pick this the February Flipgrid. Okay, so go to your main screen, your grids, say share. Okay. At the bottom, you'll see 3 things. One is Google Classroom. We don't use that. One is Remind. We don't use that either. But the third one is Copy Embed Code. So click on the embed code. One way is just using this link, just copying this link and putting it in your Blackboard course. Okay. Other way is if you want them to see it, just click on the embed code. It will say embed code copied. Go to Blackboard. And go to your course content, pick up whichever module you want to put this in. Say build content item. Let me see if it's talking. Does it talk to Flipgrid? No, not yet. No. Build item. Okay. Say Flipgrid review. And in your text box, I've shown this last time, you see this, there's a part called HTML. There's a little button that says HTML code view. So click on that. A new window will open up. All you do is paste. Control V, and that will paste the embed code that you copied. Okay. Say update. You'll see a little yellow box. Don't worry about it. You can always set the number of views, the display, and all of that. Say submit. And it will show up that login screen for students. Now, if you have set it up where it's student identifier, it will show up as student identifier as my login, and then it will show up. You know, once I've logged in,
okay,
I'll be able to see, oh, okay, these are all the topics. You know, right now I'm admin, that's why I can see all the topics, but really depends on which you share. Then I say, okay, I am group 1. I'm going to go here and I want to record. And then it will give me the whole screen. And so it's still outside, but you can do everything from your Blackboard screen.
Okay, so the
it's
students
it's talking to Flipgrid. So you can always access Flipgrid outside, like in a new browser window, which is just flipgrid.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let me.
So the students aren't really, so they're going into the Blackboard site, they're clicking on it,
Yeah,
and then they're recording or doing what they need to do, and then
yes.
it just stays, it comes
Yes.
back to the Blackboard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay, it stays there.
It's in Flipgrid, so it's not part of Blackboard. It stays in Flipgrid. It's not going out of this Flipgrid login. Okay.
Okay.
So if that's what you're concerned about like protecting the material.
Well, I'm just wondering for students if they have to go outside and then come back inside, or if they just they're in Blackboard.
Yeah, they can do it from here, just like
from
what
here.
I'm showing you right here. That I'm logged in. I can record here. I can,
So it's basically Flipgrid's it's in the Blackboard site. And the students do their work in the Blackboard site.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay, so the Flipgrid app is here. This is what it looks like. Okay, a little plus button right there. And what you would do is you would enter your flip code. Like if you're a student, you get a flip code in your mail, or you see the flip code. You can also just have flip code in your course content, and say right now I'm going to join the lit review grid. Lit review 19, and there. Okay, enter your student ID. Okay, so put in your student ID and say let's go, and there, that's what it looks like. So it will look, it looks exactly what you see on the website, and then I can do my, I can add my video like that using the iPad or the phone camera. So it's a lot more convenient. The app is a lot more convenient than the desktop as well. So if students, especially when we record videos and all of that, we usually use our phones to do that. So it's pretty cool just using that. Any questions? I know there's a lot packed into this. What they have done with Flipgrid, they have made it really easy for educators. They have a bunch of resources on their website, and they have a whole educator ebook. I think I've also put that in the Q drive under the training documents. And they have a lot of resources and a lot of video tutorials as well.